gentlemen, thank you for riding the Lookout Mountain Incline Railway. For your safety and the safety of those around you, we ask that you remain seated the entire time this car is in motion. Please enjoy the ride of the mountain.
Welcome aboard the Lookout Mountain Incline Railway, the world's steepest passenger railway and America's most amazing mile. Our incline car will travel nearly 1 mile straight up the face of Lookout Mountain at a speed of 600 feet per minute, reaching an altitude of 2,100 feet above sea level. The car in which you are riding was installed in March 2020. Each car is steel and was especially built for the incline at an 18-degree angle. Each car is 42 feet long and weighs 12 tons. Two 1¼ wire-inch cables carry the incline cars up and down the mountain. You should feel more comfortable about your ride, knowing that the cables have a combined strength of 142 tons. The cables are fastened under one car, wound around 8 drums in the machine room at the top of the mountain, and connected underneath the other car, so that the cars act as two weights on a pulley. When one car comes up, the other car comes down. The entire cable system is changed every 3 years. Other safety features are an Otis elevator safety governor, which automatically locks the cars down if they go above a speed of 10 miles per hour. A giant automatic brake in the incline railway's machine room will lock down the cars in the case of a power failure. And there are manual brakes, which can be used by the operators as well. In recognition of the incline railway's historically significant role in unique mechanical design, in 1974, it was designated as a National Historic Site by the United States Department of the Interior. Also, in 1991, it was designated as a National Historic Mechanical Engineering Landmark by the American Society of Mechanical Engineers. The incline began making history 125 years ago on November 16, 1895, when the car first reached the crest of the mountain. The car was made of wood and had open windows, which gave the passengers an exhilarating feeling as they traveled up and down the mountain. In the early days, the power was supplied by huge coal-burning steam engines situated at the powerhouse at the crest of the mountain. On each trip, the incline cars would carry coal for use in the boilers, especially designed containers attached to the upper end of the cars. In 1911, the coal-burning engines were converted to an electrical system. Today, the two 120-horsepower motors, huge drum gears, and other operating machinery that provide power for the car can be seen at the top of the station in the viewing area, and not to be missed part of your incline experience today. Lookout Mountain is part of the Cumberland Mountains, part of the Appalachian chain, as are the Great Smoky Mountains. Lookout Mountain is the southernmost mountain in the Appalachians. Many of the mountain residents use the incline sometimes as their only link to the top of the mountain when we have ice and snow, which is luckily not too often. The incline has also been used to haul freight, mail, and school children. As the incline is the fastest mode of transportation up and down the mountain, it has also helped mothers get to the hospital on time. There have also been several weddings aboard the incline while the cars climb the mountain. As the incline climbs historic Lookout Mountain, it will travel through the cities of Chattanooga and Lookout Mountain, as well as Hamilton County and the Chickamauga and Chattanooga National Military Battlefield. Traveling up the mountain, you'll notice the temperature is cooler, since there is an approximate 8-degree temperature difference between the Chattanooga Valley and Lookout Mountain stations. The grade of the track at the steepest point near the top is 72.7%, giving the incline the unique distinction of being the steepest passenger railway in the world. When we reach the top, visit our observation deck, the highest observation points on Lookout Mountain, for a breathtaking view of the Chattanooga Valley. On a clear day, you can see 6 states. For those of you who enjoy history, plan to visit Point Park, located 3 blocks Another problem is defending the mountains, as the soldiers lowered their cannons to fire on the troops coming up from the mountain below. The cannonball would roll out of the cannon barrel. When General Grant was on Lookout Mountain in 1863, it took him nearly 4 hours over very rough roads to reach the top. But, as every visitor to the Point Park area discovers, it's worth the effort. Today, the incline railway takes you almost a mile straight up Lookout Mountain in about 10 minutes. At Point Park, you too can marvel at the view that General Grant saw of the Tennessee River Valley, 1,500 feet below. For a more unique look into Civil War history, be sure and visit the Point Park Visitor Center and Battles for Chattanooga Electric Map and Museum. We hope you enjoyed your ride on the incline. When you reach the Lookout Mountain station, take your time and enjoy shopping, the observation decks, machine room, and the Incline Centennial Photo History Exhibit. On behalf of all Carnet employees, we hope you have a nice visit on historic Lookout Mountain. If there's anything we can do to make your visit with us more special, please don't hesitate to ask us.
If you look back this way, you'll see the steepest part of the ride. Out of safety goes around you, we ask that you remain safe the entire time this car is in motion. Enjoy your ride down the mountain.
Really makes you think.
Should I support because it's almost the end?
Take the lights on the town. Instead of driving,
It's like when they take
like a subway.
Like I'm bored, which way
Around the subway more deep.
Oh, that the 4th of July fire in New York video from 2015.
David, look at me. So here.
Mountain Incline Railway, the world's steepest passenger railway, and America's most amazing mile. The Incline Railway will travel from an altitude of 2,100 feet above sea level at a speed of 600 feet per minute, straight down the face of Lookout Mountain to the Chattanooga Valley below. The grade of the track at the steepest point is 72.7%, giving the Incline Railway the unique distinction of being the steepest passenger railway in the world. The car in which you are riding was installed in March 2020, and its many windows were designed to offer a magnificent panoramic view of Lookout Mountain in all its natural splendor. In the spring, thousands of dogwoods bloom. Summer brings out the mountain laurel with their redemption. The fall and the brilliant red yellows of the hardwoods. Winter especially is a unique time to visit the mountain. The view from the interiors are unparalleled in its grandeur, more than any other time of the year. The panoramic roof overhead lets you see the horizon of the surrounding countryside, so you don't have to move from your seat. The incline center track is used by both cars going up and down the mountain. When we enter the passing switch and move past the other car coming up the mountain, we are exactly at our halfway point of our downhill trip. As the incline descends historic Lookout Mountain, it will travel through the cities of Lookout Mountain and Chattanooga, as well as Hamilton County, Chickamauga, and Chattanooga National Military Battlefield. Lookout Mountain, which is part of the Appalachian Mountain chain, is actually a plateau stretching 80 miles. 3 miles of Lookout Mountain are in Tennessee, 35 miles are in Georgia, 45 miles are in Alabama. For many years, one of the local artists had arts and craft shows each fall at a place way at the back of the mountain, which she named Plum Nellies, because it was Plum out of Tennessee and Nellie out of Georgia. The first great natural coastline visible ahead is Missionary Ridge, the last part of the Civil War battle for Chattanooga was fought. It was said that when Missionary Ridge fell, this was truly the death march of the Confederate States of America. Chattanooga was known as the gateway to the South because it was a major rail center and had natural passes through the mountains. Chattanooga became the staging point for the famous Battle of Atlanta, immortalized in the movie Gone with the Wind. During the Civil War, the hardest fight for Lookout Mountain occurred at what is now known as Battleside Park. The Craven House, which first served as headquarters for the Confederate Army and then the Union only one day's time, is one of the landmarks of the park. The house was built by Robert Craven in 1850, and he lived there with his family for nearly 13 peaceful years. However, on November 4, 1863, the first of many cannonballs fired from Union batteries began smashing around and into the house. The long-awaited Union Army attack on Lookout Mountain had begun. On March 3, 1893, the United States government, recognizing the historical significance of the Craven's house, purchased it and the surrounding 85 acres of land. This was soon to be designated as Battlefield Park. The park holds many artifacts from the war, including parrot guns used by Confederate soldiers and monuments which stand in silent remembrances to gallant men from both sides. At Point Park, you can see the New York Peace Monument, which stands 95 feet tall and portrays both the Confederate and Union soldier in a handshake of friendship. As far as it is known, this was the only Civil War monument honoring both parties. The various
The red and the blue.
the first just before at the top of the mountain, a lavish four-story inn opened to the public during the first April. The hotel was as splendid as the surrounding scenery, and the rolling grandhouse was an exciting experience with a trip to the top lasting over an hour. You are now riding what is now known as Incline Number 2. The local mayor, John G. Grass, envisioned an incline railway that would be fast and constructed. In June 1895, Grass and several other investors applied for a charter, forming the Lookout Mountain Incline and Clear Lake Railway Company. With the help of picks, shovels, dynamite, and about 1,000 workers, the first cars began traveling up and down the mountain on November 16, 1895. Incline Number 2 proved to be the answer for the transportation needs of the mountain. In over 125 years of operation, over 4 million passenger trips have been taken on the railway. The incline is a National Historic Site and a National Historic and General Engineering Landmark. Time permits, plan a trip to headquarters to Chickamauga and Chattanooga National Military Park, where the Battle for Chickamauga took place on September 18th and 19th, 1863. It's considered by many to be the bloodiest battle of the Civil War, with over 34,000 casualties. At the park, there's an unofficial presentation of the battle. In addition, one of the world's finest shoulder arms collections, the Fuller Gun Collection, is housed in the park and has been valued at over $30 million. We hope you enjoy the ride. While in the area, we hope you visit the other beautiful places of interest here on Lookout Mountain. We recommend visiting spectacular Movie Falls, the Zipstream Aerial Adventure, beautiful Rock City Gardens, and battles for the Chattanooga Electric Map and Museum. In downtown Chattanooga, you can enjoy the Chattanooga Choo-Choo Entertainment Complex. Cruising on the Southern Belle River, exploring the Tennessee Aquarium, the Creative Discovery Museum, and IMAX Theater. Thank you for visiting the Lookout Mountain Incline Railway. Please take your time and enjoy the incline's lower station, especially Clumpy's Ice Cream. There are also many unique shops and dining options in historic St. Elmo within a short walk. On behalf of all Harding employees, please enjoy your stay in Chattanooga and let us know how we can make your visit a more pleasant.
It's crazy.
As we approach the lower station, we ask that everyone remain seated until the car comes to a complete stop. Is there anybody on this car that is parked on top of that mountain? Good.
If not, good luck.
I wouldn't even take it.
Case one. They won.
Like the dungeon, like that type of stuff. You think they built this on an incline? Or like?
We're now saying the exit, please, watch the steps.